As a man, I can see you having two options. You can either live a life of settling for the world and settling for your woman, and your woman settling for you, and the world settling for you. A life of comfortability, a life of weakness, a life of quiet desperation, as some would call it. Or your other option is to work as hard as you can to fuck women and world into smithereens, as David Dita would say. To ravish both women and world to the utmost extent with your purpose. To be the best man that you could possibly be. Those are your only two options. And whether you know it or not, you're heading towards one of these. And so the point of this video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is meant to show you what is the worst option. What does the life of quiet desperation actually look like? What is the anti-vision? What do you not want? So let's go over it. What's the first thing? The very first thing in this life is that you're going to have friends and habits and influences that make you cope. They make you feel good, though. It makes you feel good when you cope. They're going to be like, oh, let's go out and have drinks. Oh, let's go out to this club. And that's going to make you feel really good inside. They're going to make you angry, though. It's going to make you so angry when you realize that these people are pulling you down. So that's the first thing. If you want you to fuck up your life, get bad friends, get bad influences, and get bad habits. And let it run in a cycle over and over and over again, where you try to self-improve and they pull you back down. That's the first step to fucking up your life. The second step is to forget about your vision. Don't even have a vision. Don't have a mission. Instead, get a 9-to-5 job. Go to college for 4 years and go straight out of college into an internship and then into a 9-to-5 job. Instead of searching for your purpose, if you really, really want to fuck up your life, allow someone else to give you a vision and a purpose. Allow yourself to be a follower. That's the second thing if you want to fuck up your life, the second step. And the final step is and this is the biggest one, this is the greatest step of all, is to selfishly seek pleasure. Through drugs, through porn, through your 9-to-5 job because it makes you feel comfortable, through making your woman work, through everything. Selfishly seek pleasure. Always strive to make yourself feel better, to make yourself feel happy, quote unquote happy as a man. Strive for happiness. That's how to fuck up your life. That's the biggest one of them all. If you really want to make your life a shit show, selfishly seek pleasure all the time. Don't think about anyone else. Think about what makes you feel good. Think about, how can I be happy right now? What can make me feel good? Take all this stuff and you put them together. Trust me, your life will be the most terrible life you could imagine. Now, you might think to yourself, okay, this guy's coming on here speaking about how to fuck up your life as an anti-vision. So what's the actual vision? What's the good version? And it's what I like to call the path of righteousness. The path of righteousness is a path that you take where you want to be the absolute best version of yourself. You want to be seeking your mission. You want to seek God and you want to be traditional. You want to work as hard as you can every single day to better yourself in every way imaginable. Every single day working hard, not worrying about the results, but worrying about the input that you put in, focusing on how much you work, not about anything else, but how much you work, how much you struggle and suffer for others. You take the women, you take your purpose, and you take your woman, and you take the world, and you, like I said in the beginning of this video, fuck it to smithereens. And I know that sounds crazy to say. I know it sounds a little bit provocative, but that's what you have to do. You have to take your woman and your world. You have to marry your woman, obviously. Let's preface with that. You have to marry first. And then you need to take your woman, and you need to take the world, and you need to ravish them with your purpose. Ravish them with your suffering. Suffer to make them happy. That's how you find happiness as a man. That's how you provide value, is you suffer for others. Think about the dad who goes out on Christmas Eve after working every single day for the entire year, taking the money that he's been saving up from working 2 months straight and going to buy Christmas presents for his kids. That's the men that I want to be. That's the definition of a family man. And the reason why we admire that person so much is because he's suffering. He's working and suffering so that he can make his kids happy and his wife happy and provide for them and protect them. That's who we need to become. We need to become the selfless, suffering person that is only focusing on others. And the best example of this is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ lived the perfect life, and he always thought about others. It was always, how can I help someone else? How can I help this person? How can I bless this person? He was so selfless, and that's the epitome of what we need to be as men. So if you truly seek the path of righteousness, you will become a man of the highest caliber, and you will meet other men that are of the highest caliber. And you will better yourself in every way imaginable. And you will have the most beautiful wife. And you'll be the best man that she could possibly ever ask for. Some men nowadays have women that are looking at other men and they get sexually aroused. And I know that sounds so weird. This video is going to come off a little weird to some people. But one of the worst things I can imagine is my woman looking at another man and being more sexually aroused by that man than me. Looking at him because he's more attractive and she knows he has more discipline than me. That is the worst outcome of life that I can see. That's the very opposite of competition. When you are willing to allow that to happen to yourself, when you're willing to allow you to be less than what you could become, that's when you truly die. So again, choose the path of righteousness. Join something, a club, a community, a friend group, where other men are seeking the path of righteousness, the path of hard work, the path of selflessness, the path of suffering for others. Find these men, because this modern world is not looking pretty. There are so many people trying to gratify their selfish needs. And so if you want to succeed in this thing that we call life and get to heaven and be a righteous person, you need to seek the path of righteousness and seek the people that are also on the path of righteousness. I hope this video was good, beautiful, and true. And until next time, see you guys.